Would you kindly tell us about your music journey? Get to it individually or you get to it together?
I think we have different musical journeys. I think until we were able to start to do music together. For me, I started understanding music at the age of 5 into 6. And I remember that vividly because my father is very strict. He's a musician. And he made sure that he taught me as a firstborn, actually. I think he was so hard on me because I'm a firstborn. I don't understand. But he is a very strict man, especially music-wise. My husband has been able to experience that sometimes on voice calls or, when I'm asking about advice on some musical melodies and stuff. And I remember when he would teach us the voice part. He would teach me how to play the keyboard. He would teach me how to sing every voice part, and I was with my sister then. It was just the two of us. Our third-born sister was a baby, so I would sing alto, my second-born sister would sing soprano, and he would sing tenor. Or when my mom was around, my mom would do alto, and my sister and I would do soprano, and they would do the tenor part. And or the bass, and it would be the 4 voices. So I understood how to differentiate voices at that young age. And if you'd not sing the right part, you would not go out to play. So guess what? I would make sure I sing every note correctly so that I go out to play, or so that we would go out to play. So that is the kind of background I started in. And of course, because of that, when I started school, I was always interested in doing music. I did it, up to, my Form 4 and excelled, of course. So after that, I was able to pursue more voice trainings in different avenues, and that also helped me greatly to appreciate the diversity in singing. In ministry, I come from a Catholic background, so I was a Catholic till I think I was 20 years old, 19, 20, and that's when a friend of mine invited me to a Pentecostal church. And I remember when I walked into this church, the music was so full. Imagine coming from a Catholic background and now into a Pentecostal, people are singing, and I'm like, where is this I have come? And I think I loved it because I love vibrance and life. I was like, this is it. I think this is what I've been looking for. And the person that was leading worship at that point really made me feel like, wow, what is this? Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. I gave my life to Christ that same day. And that was in 2008, February, end of February, towards I think the beginning of March. And my life has never been the same again musically. And I desired on that very day, I want to do what they are doing. Whatever I saw them doing, I said, I have to do this. Because I had never explored singing and music to God in that dimension. For me, it was amazing, and I loved music ministry since then. And from there, I was mentored by a very wonderful pastor, and she's a pillar in the foundation of my music ministry. I was taught obedience. I was taught patience. I was taught how to trust the process, and I appreciate that because it's laid a very good foundation of my music ministry in the different places that God has allowed me to minister. And I've been able to grow, since then. I think a part that I've left out about music ministry, my mother, in as much as my dad was the one teaching, my mother was the one encouraging the application of what my father was teaching. Because my father just taught at home, but my mom encouraged us to explore avenues where we could be able to sing. And I remember making a vow to God when I was in high school. I told the Lord, my voice will never sing for any other person but you. I was not born again. But I remember vowing to God that this voice will only glorify God in singing. And that has helped me stick to the cause till now. Yeah.
Wow. I can say my musical journey began when I was a teenager. Very rowdy teenager. That, eating school fees. That was a menace. But my mom always used to tell me every now and then, like, you have a voice, you can sing. But I was never really into church or anything like that. So I remember one time we were having church, and then after church, I used to go to an Anglican church. So after church, we used to have like a youth fellowship. And one time there was a lady who was ministering. Her name is Jdah, can I forget. She preached such a powerful sermon. And I was so convicted. And we were actually three guys. We got born again the same day. I don't know where they went to, but we got born again the same day. And that's how my journey of salvation happened. But even at that point, music was not really part of my life. But in that fellowship, there used to be a singing group. So most of my friends had already joined. So, because of FOMO, you say, let me just tag along. So I started tagging along in the practices. So that was 2008. And I remember I told God, if you give me a gift of music, I will use it till the day that I die. And true to God, I just started loving the acoustic guitar. And anywhere I could find, even if it's on the road, if I found, these people who walk around playing music, if he was playing an acoustic, I would sit and watch, So that's how my passion began to grow. And I remember I used to practice. I was in college then. So I used to go to church and go to the pastor's house to get the key for the vestry and get the guitar. So I started practicing every day from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day. I come from college. Sometimes I skip my afternoon classes to practice, and just because the passion was so fierce, and I couldn't stop it. And I could say my mom really pushed me to continue, to the point that she paid for a 3-month program for me to learn music theory, understanding the dynamics of music and instruments. So I got the understanding of music way early, in terms of bass, in terms of drums, so I had a whole picture just because of those 3 months. Fortunately, she couldn't continue to pay for it, but I continued to pursue it. And so that was me on my journey of learning instruments. So the place of singing started to come out pole pole. And I never really believed I could sing. Even when I sang, I was like, I think I sound very average. And but by the grace of God, I have been consistent since 2008. And I can say I've grown. I enrolled in a FLEO at some point. I did consecutive years in a FLEO. We were in worship fast. So I pushed myself into, and there are many people in my journey who pushed me. I cannot mention all of them, but there are many people who have played a very huge role in my music journey, in my just singing and all this. So 2008 to now, that's a good number of years. So I can say God has been faithful in keeping me relevant all these years. So it's a blessing to be able to know how to sing and know how to, play. I was not fortunate to have a father who used to teach me, but I can say I have a father who taught me.
You have a father.
Father God.
Oh.
Father God, yeah. So that's my musical journey so far.
And so what has been the greatest lesson that you've learned through your music means can start to give past them?
Wow, greatest lesson, trust the process.
Okay.
This microwave blooming is very short-lived. But when you allow the Lord to cook you, for lack of a better word, to build you, and, getting to experience growth, sometimes in pain, sometimes, of course, joyful, sometimes in comfort, sometimes, most often than not, in discomfort, builds the person or the minister that God is creating you to be, or God has called you to be. Because I believe in when the Lord says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you, I knew you. So he knew the person he created, and just allowing God to grow you one step at a time. So in a summary, trusting the process of God and not rushing to become the most renowned, the most amazing, because that fruit will always speak for itself. Because what God is after is fruit. And when we are planted, when we are connected to the vine, the process is sure. You start when the growth is happening, he starts to see fruit, he prunes. And most musicians back out in the pruning process. Most singers, they're like, I thought I was this. And God will use anything to prune you, to prune that gift. So that by the time the Lord is exposing you to his people, or the bigger picture is happening, your eyes are on him and not the bigger picture. You are focused on him, and that's a lasting testimony. That's a lasting testimony. But when we are quick, when we want a microwave gifts and poof, popcorn, shwa, kidogo ikipata hewa ina crumple. So trust the process of God, and your testimony will be sure. The fruit will speak for itself. Amen.
Greatest lesson, I would say, is being humble enough to know that God chose you. And realizing how important someone can be in the plan of God, but yet remain humble.
Wow.
Because it's very easy to feel important. That as a greatest lesson, to always have a clear head that you placed, and just being humble enough to allow God to work on your life, to work on gift, to work on your craft. So I can say that, and the place being consistent, place of being diligent, the place of being disciplined. Because I've seen people who are talented but never amount to much. But I've seen someone who is hardworking and get to achieve much more than the talented person. So the gifting of God, in as much as it is without repentance, that aspect of being able to push yourself and allowing God to help keep a clear head, so that you stay humble even when you lead a song and people are weeping and they are rolling on the floor. You recognize that it is not you. And if God was to leave you, you could never do anything. So for me, I can say that, and then to crown all of that is just abiding God. I think I have learned that if you stay with God, God will stay with you. And if you abide in Him, then He will abide in you. And Jesus is the difference. Because there are so many gifted people, so many gifted musicians, but it is our place of abiding that separates us from people that God can use, and sort of like separating the wheat from the chaff. So abiding in presence of truth.
It's amazing. So in every journey, we welcome challenges. So could you cite maybe 1 or 2 challenges that you've ever experienced, and how did God help you to navigate through those challenges?
Maybe I can start. People will disappoint you. People will disappoint you. I think that's one of the challenges that as music ministers we go through a lot, especially serving in different ministries, different responsibilities. You may find yourself probably not being appreciated enough. Probably you start feeling unworthy. Me, church guy, unlippy. But I think the biggest challenge that I have faced is people will disappoint you, especially in a team, especially in a church. Your heart will be broken so many times, but it is the place of understanding that it is that crushing that produces great hits. So as music ministers, we go through it, and I think that for me stands out as one of the challenges, is that you will be disappointed by men that you trust, by all these other people. But the truth is that Mungu is to disappoint. Yeah, so that I can say is one of the challenges.
Wow. my mind was just rushing, and because her challenges are many, and if I'm to pick one, since I know my husband has spoken of that side, which I would have said, but what I can add is on my side, I've been privileged to lead different teams, and I think my most challenging part of my music ministry is being the leader. Wanting to be understood, wanting people to buy the vision. We are going this way, we are doing this. But it has helped me to grow as a leader in terms of how I deal with people, how I handle people. Yeah. Yeah, I remember some time back, that was in 2011, 2012. I used to lead a certain group of singers. Then it's not really an established ministry. It was called Otato Live. And I think that was the beginning of dealing with people outside the 4 walls of the church. Of course, there was the leadership aspect in terms of being in church, but then now outside the 4 walls that we call church, now dealing with different people from different churches and coming together, and that was a new challenge. And from then it became like a consistent challenge, because as I grew in music ministry, I was privileged to teach different groups of singers in different churches. So that I can say is a highlight of one of the main or greatest challenges I've gone through in music ministry, leading the people, not in singing per se, but just leading the people. Yeah, that are gifted in the same area that you are. Everyone knows, including myself. Yeah, so, but God has been faithful. Yeah.